Hello, Beard Wizard family. Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Beard Wizard Man, also known as Trevor on social media, links to which you're going to find in that video description below, including ways to support this channel like clicking that red subscribe button. I know it's early, but please click that red subscribe button and join the Beard Wizard family. This is an early show on Friday. I'm on my lunch break, and I wanted to do this song and get it out as soon as possible, or my review of this song, and take a look at it. This is the latest from Dax featuring Tom MacDonald that just dropped today. Oh, and there's Ripley laying back there all sweet. Yeah, they just released Soldier. I listened to it, and I like a lot of what it has to say, and I like a lot of the message behind it. So we're going to take a look at this song, pause as necessary, talk about the music, etc., and so on. Hangover Gang and Dax fans, if you're here, please consider subscribing. We've got a goal of 5,000 by the end of the year, and we got a ways to go, but I think it's possible. I just need your help. I need you guys to click that button. I need you to share it out there. If you've been coming here for a while and haven't subscribed yet, it's totally free, man. Check it out. Click that red button and help me. Also, I am now streaming games live on YouTube again. So we've been doing that for about a week, and a lot of you have been coming over there, so thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Got a lot of new content coming this weekend. New videos, new shorts, and all kinds of cool stuff. But right now, we're going to take a look at this. Excuse me. This is Soldier from Dax featuring Tom MacDonald. Cheers.
I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. I'm the one who they call when the times get hard. Yeah. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier.
So the biggest critique, and I know I'm going to be nitpicky on this, but as a veteran, as somebody who loves history, as somebody who is very particular about things like that, I wished they had a consultant or somebody when they were doing this video to help them out with some of the things like the gear, the way they're wearing the gear. I get budgets. These guys are indie. They're doing it themselves. I totally get that. But sometimes less is more, especially when what you're putting out there is very obviously incorrect. You've got guys that aren't wearing their gear correctly, helmets that don't fit. It's just in general, there's a lack of attention to detail in the gear that these soldiers are wearing. It's very important. It really is, whether you agree or not. When you are making an homage to veterans and soldiers, attention to detail is kind of important. And I don't want that to sound like a knock on Dax and Tom. It's just one of those things that, I wish they had just taken that extra step. It's not like Tom's previous videos with Adam, where he was just kind of wearing some military gear in the video. They are portraying soldiers, at least the guys around Dax here, and at one point I think we see one is supposed to be a Marine. I just wish there was a little bit more attention to detail on that, but that doesn't detract from the song. That's just my one critique of the video itself.
I'm the one who they call when the times get hard. Yeah. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. When times get hard, I'm who they call. I'm a soldier.
Welcome, whoever this time.
When my back's against the wall, I'm breaking, now I fall. I'm a soldier. I know how it feels to be caught in the rain. Going to war in your brain when depression is staring you right in the face and anxiety is grabbing you, making you shake. But there's people depending on you to be great, so you hide all the feelings and push them away. It's too hard trying to mix it all with the pain. I'm drinking the cool off and it's all in my veins. I'm making these new songs to move on to restrain from grabbing the sword off and going to cock it and aim at these nuanced and fluence to people who shame the role that a man has to play as a husband, a father, a brother, a son to a servant, protecting his family's name. They laugh in your face when you try to explain or express, then tell you they love you without any loyalty, patience, and basic respect. expect you to smile every day while I teach you your mind and your soul, your flesh and your work, and you wither away to the day that you can't, and you're broken and nothing is left in your world, and you can't even.
He's touched on this in other songs, and I'm so glad that we had a song a while back where Dex said that he was done with rap. I'm so glad he's not done with rap, but he touches a lot. The main point being, there's a lot of expectations on men in this society, and I know some people are going to moan the toxic masculinity, and they're going to say we bring it on ourselves and we're all to blame for this stuff. But at the end of the day, we're told we need to talk more about what's going on. And when we talk about what's going on, we're laughed at, or we're told to shut up, we're told not to cry, or don't be weak. And we're often told those things by not men. And it gets to a point where you're just like, what the hell do you want? How am I supposed to fit this mold that you expect of me, when every time I turn around, you're hitting me over the head with a baseball bat for trying to do what you want, and eventually we just stop, we just give up, we walk away. That's where a lot of people are, I think, is just, I don't know what you want, so whatever. I'm just gonna walk away from you. And one thought that I had too, if you're gonna, if for those indies who are out there doing these types of videos and they want to really portray soldiers, look at your local airsoft teams, and look at your local reenactment teams. I guarantee you're going to be able to find people who will probably do it cheap or free to find out they're going to be in a music video, and oftentimes very accurate in their gear, in their dress, in their insignia, and all of that stuff. So just a little tip for any artists out there who are looking to do that and want to keep the budget low. That's a good place to look, is your local airsoft or reenactment type crews, because they often have all that stuff already, and they're usually very particular about being accurate with as much as possible. Not all of them, but there's a lot of them out there.
Respect, then expect you to smile every day while I teach you your mind and your soul, your flesh and your work, and you wither away to the day that you can't, and you're broken and nothing is left in your world, and you can't even. I'm a soldier. When times get hard, I'm who they call. I'm a soldier. I'm the one who they call.
Welcome.
When my back's against the wall, breaking now will fall. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier.
Oh, I didn't notice that before. I didn't notice that before when I was looking away from the screen at that time when I was listening to it the first time, and that sounded like the gun on an A10 on a Warthog, but those definitely weren't A10s. But I honestly don't know what those, if they were doing a flyover, I don't even know if they have an air to ground anti-personnel gun. I don't know. That's something I don't know. I think those were Raptors or F-22s. I'm not certain. I'd have to see them again. But yeah, I thought they were, when I heard it and I was looking away, I thought it was an A10. I was like, oh, that sounds really good, but that's not an A10.
I'm a soldier. My pronouns are he, him, his. My job is to feed these kids. Be strong, keep feelings within. My papa taught me to protect the weak. A man ain't what he got, a man is what he gives. And when he gives it all and it still ain't enough, then he's the one to blame and no one gives a shit. Never leave a man behind. We all crack and break within the hands of time. I got an axe to grind. With anybody trying to identify as a guy, if their chromosomes ain't XY, you would never understand what it's like for a man. Gotta fight with your hands, wanna cry, but you can. If it's right for the fam, you will tighten your pants. Provide a romance, you would die where you stand. Gotta be a bigger man when there's problems. Get judged by the money in your wallet. It's our fault, let's be honest. We built a world that labeled us toxic. I gotta lead and teach and keep the peace and fight the fires and be police. When a man gets tired, he don't lay down to sleep. He take all the heat, don't complain, no retreat. It's a cold world and it's hard times, and our children inherit the land. If you think that being a boy is just picking a pronoun, you should try being a dad. You can build all the houses and fix all the cars and work till you're breaking your back. But the hardest job in the world, being a man. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier.
Now that's, and I get where that's coming from, and a lot of guys feel that way, and I have to say, and I'm sure if you were to really sit down and have a conversation with Tom or Dex, they would agree that there's a lot of jobs as hard. Being a mother, hard. Being a father, hard. but mothers are often celebrated while men are often ignored. There's a, and I can't remember her name, but well, and it's happened a couple times. There's a journalist and a trans activist, I believe, who both spent time as men. They dressed and put on makeup, and they tried to live their life as men for a month or 2 months or whatever it was, and it nearly broke them. The loneliness, the hate, the despair, like no friend, like their life, they realized how challenging it was. And there's a difference between saying it's hard to be a man and it's hard. It's just, there are some difficulties that people are unwilling to acknowledge that a lot of men face in this world, and not all of us, but a lot do. And there's not a lot of resources out there for us, unfortunately. And it's just the reality of our life. And so I don't disagree with that it is very hard.
Houses and fix all the cars and work till you're breaking your back. But the hardest job in the world, being a man. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. When times get hard, I'm who they call. I'm a soldier. I'm the one who they call. When my back's against the wall, I'm breaking now I fall. I'm a soldier. I go to war. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. I'ma give you my all. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. Battling feelings I can't even show. Weight of the world on my shoulders is crushing me. People around me, they don't even know. I put on this cape and go save everybody while I'm being shattered and all of my bones. Take on the pressure of being the hero who saves, but has no one to help with his own. Demons inside that try to eat him alive. I'm going insane, and when I'm out of my mind, I look at the stars and talk to God in the sky. I wait on his words, but I don't get a reply. I try to refrain from diving deep, so I hold back tears that try to come out my eyes. In this world as a man where we know we can't cry, cause the people we love look at us to confide. So I'm silently screaming for help. Life is a battle inside of these trenches, especially when fighting it all by yourself. PTSD from the memories, people who left you for dead and then drug you through hell, leaving you shot deep inside of a shell with stories you hate but nobody to tell. Why you question God if you're soldier?
It's that common theme in Dax's songs, and I see it a lot online, and men who are struggling, find you someone who understands. I am one of the lucky ones. I have somebody in my life, Julie, who anchors me, who understands, who loves me, who gets it. There are no expectations. I am allowed to de-stress at home. I am allowed to take the time I need to do what I need to do to deal with whatever I'm going through. And when I need her, she's there. And I know, unfortunately, a lot of guys don't have that. But that is one of the things that if you don't have that, you need to find that. Somebody who expects you to always be, you know, an unfeeling rock is not good for you. You need somebody who allows you to be you and do what you need to do to deal with what life throws at you. You need a partner, but unfortunately, a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people don't have that. A lot of women don't have that either. But I think the vast majority of guys would say they don't have, well, I don't want to say the vast majority. I think a lot more guys would say they don't have that.
From the memories, people who left you for dead and then drug you through hell, leaving you shot deep inside of a shell with stories you hate but nobody to tell. Why you question God if you're soldier? I'm a soldier. When times get hard, I'm who they call. I'm a soldier. I'm the one who they call. When my back's against the wall, I'm breaking now I fall. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier.
I like that they put this on the end, and I like that during the song I forgot to stop it at that point where Dax literally states that he's not claiming to be literally a soldier. This is for those people who are, and the people who fight every day to make this possible. I mean, there's a lot of places in the world where you and I can't sit here and talk about this kind of stuff. Thankfully, we live in a place where we can. Hopefully, you live in a place where you can. And a lot of that is due to the people who are willing to step in front of us and make that possible. Thank you, everybody who has joined me. Lone Wolves, thank you. Yeah, this is a great song. Dax is fantastic, man. Make sure you go check out Dax's channel. If you're not already a subscriber there, go subscribe to his channel. Be sure to subscribe here. Get us to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That's our goal. We got a ways to go, but I think we can get there. Lone Wolves and everybody else who was here, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. And I will see you guys all again soon. You have a great one. Much love. Bye.